Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So the devs of the game had a live stream earlier today, their monthly live stream, and they covered a lot of things, upcoming content, changes, hotfixes, things like that. Just wanted to quickly summarize all of that. They started first by apologizing for the void erosion purge and the difficulty. They said that they had overtuned the difficulty for the solo player and they'll be adjusting that. We've already covered this in yesterday's video. But basically, the elite monsters HP will be adjusted. Stages 25 onwards will be all public matchmaking. You'll also have weapon attack bonus from the cores will be increased. Enemies that have projectile damage and laser targeting, basically, those will be adjusted by making sure the spawn composition is balanced so that you don't have too many of those type of enemies and things like that. So basically, it will be much smoother to progress. They did say they want to change the way they update things because they said they could basically record the playthrough of something like this and share it with the community before the update goes live so that you know what is happening. And they said there is a defense system coming in March with the next update where you can increase the defense of your descendants. There's a new system for that, but the last few stages became too difficult. But for future 31 to 50, that should help. Again, we'll look into that later because they go into a little more detail. Then they also quickly address the issue with the base skin of INES. A lot of people were saying it got changed and they were not happy about this. So they said that was unintentional. That is going to get fixed in 2 days with the 13th of February update. Now, they wanted to talk a little bit about update changes. So basically, they want to change the way they drop content in the game. Now, they want monthly updates and they want substantial content to be considered as a season. So what was previously season 3 coming in March, they are now calling it update 2. And they say that season 3 will come in the summer and it will be a lot more substantial, will have more content, will have collaborations, first anniversary events and things like that. So again, nothing much has changed as such, but they're now calling what was previously season 3 in episode 2 of season 2. So again, you'll have all the stuff that was previously announced, so new Descendant, new area, new ultimate, things like that. All of that is still coming. So this new season 2 episode 2 update is now being called the Beyond the Void. So you are going to venture into a new field, new area called Sigma Sector. There'll be a Glay quest line, SERENA, things like that, and new content around that new monster, named monster, things. Now, speaking of new Descendant, here is a look at SERENA. Again, they did not show much gameplay or video footage, just a lot of teasers. They said they'll have a dev stream in March where they'll show all of the skills and abilities and things like that. So again, this was just briefly talking about what's coming. So she is a fire type Descendant and she can also fly and use her abilities. So that should make her quite interesting. New ultimate, not surprisingly, is the chef. So Ultimate Blair will be the next ultimate Descendant. I think it looks pretty good. We'll see how they rework him and if he's fun or if we just farm him and never use him. We are also getting a new fellow, new Doggo, retriever, and they have changed things a little bit. Basically, like the sheepdog, the Doggo here, retriever, will pick up the item, but he'll not dismantle. He will be carrying extra ammo. So a slight change, but everything else should be similar, the way you farm and then level them up and things like that. Now, this is the thing we mentioned earlier about increasing the defense of your Descendant. So this is called Arche Tuning. At first glance, this looks exactly like the Paragon boards from Diablo, for example. You have the nodes and things to attach, and they said this will help improve the defense of your Descendants. You can make them very tanky and things like that. I just hope this is easy to do and not have a lot of RNG on it. If it's just adding and leveling up these things and collecting stuff, it seems it's called Arche factors. So I hope the Arche factors are like straightforward. You get them, you add them here and increase it. If it's that way, it's not a big deal. They said you'll get these items from the new field, the new Sigma sector. So yeah, I think it's okay. I don't mind this as long as, again, it doesn't have RNG in it. Then they mention some quality of life changes. So first up, a heavily requested feature is the normal Descendant to ultimate Descendant, the transfer of catalyst and the energy activator. So now you can do that via some limited time events. And yeah, you can now, if you have a fully built normal Descendant, you can transfer all your catalyst and energy activator onto the ultimate. The first mounting for the reactor is also going to be changed. So up until now, we couldn't change the first weapon mounting. That can also be changed. Some readjustment to reactors and external components. You can view the other descendants, their loadouts and things. And then some more improvements to the early stages of gameplay and the guide. Honestly, the guide doesn't make much sense. If you're new to the game, she still doesn't make sense. So they're going to make some changes. So hopefully uh, that helps anybody new to the game. Next is some more customization changes coming into the game. They have mentioned this previously multiple times, but the jiggle physics, everybody keeps asking for that. That is coming in May, and they said it'll be like a slider type thing. So again, you can adjust how much bounciness you want, I suppose. And then photo mode is coming finally. There'll be more customization improvements, so you can color every part now, because there's still some areas that you can't color. So things like eyebrows and beard colors, they'll have that. And then customization presets as well. So that should all be handy. Here's a look at the roadmap for episode 2. And you can see here a lot of updates in the March area, April, May. So you have the news field here, main story, new monster, named was new Descendant, 4 ultimate weapons. They did not go into detail, but it says here new ultimate 4 new guns, external components, things like that. And yeah, so you can see plenty of stuff here. I won't read everything. So it'll be more Void Abyss bosses as well. So you'll have more skins and colo toys as well. So yeah, I'm curious to see what these look like. And next, they wanted to talk about the hotfixes for February. Now, 1.2.7 coming on Thursday, this Thursday, 13th of February. Besides the void changes and INES Base Skin adjustments, they're also reworking some of the ultimate guns. So Last Dagger is getting an improvement. So if you remember, I made a build guide for Last Dagger not too long ago. It was pretty good, but it's going to get even more powerful. So that should be interesting. Then we also have Restored Relic and Sigvoris Proof getting some reworks, some adjustment to rare weapons. So that is something I'm looking forward to, because I like some of the weapons. Again, they did not go into detail, but I'm curious to see what this is. After that, the next week, 20th of February, we'll have another hotfix, 1.2.8. This will change some of the external components, improve them, rebalance improvements, etc. So Invader set, Bravery set, Volcanic, Distorted Resolve, Hungry Sonic, and Frozen Heart. Again, I don't even remember where some of these drop, because we only use the Slayer set, but it seems like all the later bosses, Frostwalker for Frozen Heart, obviously, is Hungry Sonic from Gluttony and things like that. So they'll be changing them so that they are more usable, and some more changes to some of the mods as well. They'll also have a new month-long in-game event, various events actually. So you'll be getting a lot of useful components and resources for logging in daily, for doing a few missions daily, the usual stuff. So you have Operation Initiation from the 13th of February until the 19th, so the first week. You'll get an emote called the Boost Morale and an eSIP called Big Game. Then we have a full month-long event from the 13th until the 13th of February and 13th of March. Daily check-in. You'll get void metal fragments, core particle disturbance, all the things that we now need for core adjustments and things like that. So these will be dropping daily, so just make sure to log in and grab this. Then, of course, you have something called Case Experiment Assistant. So for 2 weeks from the 13th until the 27th of February, you do your daily missions, like you clear 2 Colossus fights and finish 4 missions and things like that. You again get dimension analyzers, gold, things like that. And then finally, you have Burning Embers from the 27th of February until the 13th of March. Again, same thing, more items, daily login, weekly missions, things like that. And then finally, skins coming on the 13th. Now, there will be a Hot Springs set for each of the descendants, unique ones for all the female descendants, and a common one for the male descendants. There's also like a common skin stuff for the Valentines. So these are the Valentine ones. Also, they have another skin coming on the 27th of February. So this is like a Secret Service type look to it. They just showed the concept art. And yeah, this should be interesting as well. Besides this, they have the bikini skins, the hot springs for all the female descendants and things like that. So they did go into a lot of detail for that. The director showed a test build and showed each and every skin in detail. So if you are interested, go to exactly 1 hour into the void on their channel, and you can see all the skins coming out in 2 days, or just wait 2 days and you'll be able to see them. So yeah, so that is the update, and overall it's a pretty decent update. We got a bit of a teaser for the next month's updates, episode 2 now they're calling it. But yeah, it's all the stuff we knew and just more details. And yeah, some of the things are interesting. The Arche Tuning thing, like I said, if this doesn't involve too much RNG, that should be good. Help you build up your HP and you maybe get like 50k HP or something. But yeah, I'm curious about the Flying Descendant Ultimate Blair. Let's see if he's any good or if he's just got a nice outfit and stuff. But yeah, some of the quality of life changes are also good. The rework to the external components, I'm curious about what they do with the rare weapons. But yeah, overall, I'm happy they address the issues immediately. This is the good thing I like about these devs. They don't pretend like they haven't seen the issues or they don't know what people are talking about. They straight up, as soon as the stream started, they knew immediately. They talked about the Void Erosion Purge. They talked about the base skin change to INES and all of that. So I'm happy with that as long as they communicate directly with the community, give us feedback, update things quickly. I'm happy to support them and play the game. Of course, we'll see when the update launches and what sort of changes they make. But so far, I'm satisfied with how they address the issues within the game. And hopefully the game improves, we get more content, and there's plenty to do for everyone. But yeah, that's the update for the summary for the dev stream. Thank you for watching if you did, and let me know what your thoughts are.